Hello everybody, RoboShock here, bringing you another video. Now, sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I wasn't feeling too much in a good mood as of late, yesterday after I watched Raw, and, plus, not really much in the mood because I found out something that was going on behind my back, and I had to take care of it, so I'm hoping that I took care of it earlier. Now, I want to talk about this game, WWE 2K20, and I want to give a shout out to RGT85 because he's a big wrestling fan, watching TV, watching it on television and playing the games as much as I am. I remember my first wrestling game was on regular Nintendo. It was the Pro Wrestling. I remember playing it for hours upon hours so I could keep being a champion. But then I went on the PS2, PS2 wrestling games I had on the 64. I had wrestling games on the GameCube. And the last game I played on the GameCube was Days of Reckoning, I think it was called. The last games I've actually played on the PlayStation 2 was Here Comes the Pain. And comparing those graphics back then from Here Comes the Pain on the PS2 to the graphics that I saw when Sean did the video on WWE 2K20, the graphics and audio and the characters were like so much better than the ones on 2K20. I mean, this company has literally gone downhill with wrestling games. Honestly. I mean, I see the creativity mode that I talk about where you create your character in a career mode. And I saw like freaking little bits of hair freaking flying around and everything, even when the character's not moving his head. And let's not forget the audio about that RGT85 showed about AJ Styles talking. And for some reason, AJ Styles is a ventriloquist. He could be able to talk without moving his lips. And the faces on the characters look like a complete travesty. The face of Natalia is mobbed. You watch Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler has a puffed up ponytail. And you watch Dolph Ziggler on television, and Dolph Ziggler's ponytail is not even that freaking puffy. And the game is just a complete travesty. It's just completely dead. I mean, now I can see why they didn't put the game on Nintendo Switch, because they probably feel like the game was going to go downhill. And pretty much it has. It really has. They didn't make it look better, they made it worse. 2K has got to fix these problems with wrestling games. Go back to the basics. Go back to a point where we enjoyed wrestling games back when it was on the PS2, on the GameCube, and that. Even on the Xbox, mind you. And start from there. Then we're told to see where you've gone wrong. I mean, to be honest, I like 2K. I have no problems with 2K. It's just some of the games that they put out there, they turn it into a travesty, and nobody likes what they put out there. it was like the company THQ, when they made wrestling games, they were great. I had no problems with from THQ. None whatsoever. Games were great. But 2K, you need to get your damn act together. And Nintendo, you also need to get your act together too as well. I mean, with this Overwatch physical copy, that you buy the physical copy and there's no damn cartridge in there, there's a download code. If I wanted a damn download code, I'll just go and buy it on eBay or Amazon, Best Buy, Target, or whatever, or have you. And I'll buy the code on there. Or I'll just go to Nintendo eShop where it just costs like $39.99. Make it simple, just $40. Your game companies, I'm telling you right now, you are, for some reason, turning some things that we enjoyed growing up playing and turning it into something that you think would appeal to us, either our kids that are growing up or to us, period, if we don't have kids. And it's not like that anymore. You're just doing whatever you feel like you think is a good idea without asking us consumers, the buyers, us, what we think should be done. We like some of the games you put out there, and there's some that we don't. And what I think is stupid is that when RGTA 5 put it out on the 2K20, is that if you pre-purchase the game, you could play as the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. That's the only time you'd be able to play as him. If you don't pre-purchase the game, you can't play as the Fiend, you can't play as Bray Wyatt, and that completely freaking sucks. That's stupid. It's like, no matter how hard we try to get hold of these companies that makes the video games for us consumers, and we buy them, they don't take the time to ask what we want before the final product is done. Like I said, no matter how many times we reach out to them, and we tell them how this game is and everything, then what's wrong with it? They don't bother fixing the problem. They just go ahead and put it out there and don't even bother worrying about the problems. And when we do buy the game and we do tell them about the problems, they don't try to fix it. We could get connected to the internet, some of us. We can find a way, and you can try to fix the game that way. But you don't bother because you think the game is perfect just the way it is. And you think that we are just complaining because we want our money back because we don't think it's good enough. We say that the product isn't good enough is because it's not good. It's not that great. I'm saying this also about the game that I bought, Resident Evil 5 and 6, for $20.05 a piece. Because it was on 33% sale purchase, pre-purchase, and that's what I did. And on Resident Evil 5 and 6, you can't even hear the people talking. Not in the cutscenes, not even while you're going through the field or anything. You can barely hear them. You companies have got to fix these problems either before we buy the game or even after we buy the game. If you don't, of course we're going to freaking bitch and everything else because we thought we bought a pretty good game. We thought we bought a good product. And when we finally get it played, it sucks. We even told you time and time again about the game Agony. It's, you know, many people bought the game Agony and many people have said that the game sucked. And now you want to bring the game over to the Nintendo Switch. Let me tell you something. Fix the game before it goes on the Switch. Before you have another friggin' shout-out travesty with the consumers when it was on other platforms and it sucked. I don't know. I mean, you companies that make the games, please at least try to fix the problems before the game comes out or when we buy the games, and you can fix them online when we're connected to the internet. I still like Nintendo. The games that I have for this Switch are pretty good for me. I like them. I enjoy them. It's just certain games that I have that you could be able to hear anything, any people talking anything, like the Lego Ninjago video game, and Resident Evil 5 and 6, and Resident Evil Revelations 2. Can't hear the people talk in the background or anything. Can't even hear them. So can you think you can please fix these problems before they even become more out of hand? And if you don't, I guarantee you that I'm guaranteeing you that the next time that you guys put a video game out, nobody's going to buy it because they're going to think that it's a piece of crap. Because you didn't fix the other games beforehand. Well, that's my take on the issue. So, you companies better figure out what you're doing when making these video games and what people that you have making them or anything thinking that they're good or great. And just putting it out there before you get our opinions on it. I'm just disgusted, and I'm going to end the video here right now because these video game companies don't even get it. They don't get us. And, you know, big shout out for RGT85 for showing us, giving his precious time and money on buying this game and showing us the game and telling us what's wrong with it. So with that, Sean, thank you. Thank you for showing us what the problem is before some of us decide to buy it. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. Also watch Beat 'em Ups because his girlfriend and his other friend went to Japan, and they went to what the video I've seen was great. So shout out to Beat 'em Ups. Watch his videos of his trip to Japan, of going to different video game stores and try to find games that are worth not much money and everything, and the only place you could be able to get it, and you can't get it here in the US. Now I'm going to end the video here. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and that's the bottom line, because I said so.